Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. According to my next guest, having herpes doesn't mean the end of the road for a love life. Stephanie Boyd learned about the STD before meeting her current boyfriend. She tells me how they make their relationship work. Was it difficult to get back onto the dating scene when you realized you had contracted an STD or herpes?
Yes, at first it was very difficult to get back on the dating scene with all the shame and the stigma that was going on around the virus. And then over time, after doing some inner work, I was able to move past all of that.
And so, how were you, or how did you contract it?
I believe through a sexual encounter. I have no idea who I got it from, when I got it. I had symptoms for over a year before my initial diagnosis, and the doctors never thought to test me for it. So one day I woke up, it looked like a spider bite, and then I went to the doctor, and she did a culture on my outbreak, and she was like, "Oh, you have herpes."
Just matter of factly like that?
Literally.
Now, we saw herpes and many other STDs go up during the pandemic. For you, I think you contracted yours in 2017. So when did you meet your boyfriend, and what was that conversation like when you had to tell him, okay, I have herpes?
Yeah, so I met him in April of this year. And when I told him about it, at first, like, I was pretty scared to share the information with him. I was like, how's he going to react? Is he going to, still want to be intimate with me, still want to get to know me? And then when I told him, I kind of just came at it matter of factly as well, like, hey, this is something that I have. And if you want to move forward, cool. And if not, that's cool too. But yeah, he's very supportive of everything about it, me being public about it and me sharing my journey with it.
Was there any hesitation whatsoever on his behalf in the beginning when you first broke the news to him?
Yeah, I would say that there were, some conversations around, like, should I be wearing underwear to bed if, like, I'm having an outbreak and things like that. But for the most part, I educated him on what the virus could be and, like, how often I'm having outbreaks and all of those things. So I think that the most important thing with all of it is the communication part.
And how important is it, just to be honest, if you have contracted an STD, to your partner to let them know? Because in some instances, if you infect someone and you don't tell them, that could lead to a civil lawsuit or even criminal charges, right?
Yes, for sure. With herpes, it's really hard to pinpoint exactly when you got it because the virus can lay dormant in your body forever. But it is still super important to inform somebody that you're going to be intimate with if you get cold sores, which is HSV1, or if you have genital herpes, which can either be HSV1 or HSV2. So, in my opinion, I always advocate for people to just be honest with the person up front. I think it helps you open up a whole new level of vulnerability with your partner, and also allows you, to not carry the weight on your shoulders of, like, I'm hiding the secret from somebody.
And it would tell you a lot about your partner as well.
Absolutely. That's something that I always tell people, like, this is going to tell you, is this person going to be able to hold me in, more challenging conversations? Are they really open to being with me, or are they just wanting something like a one night stand?
All right, Stephanie Boyd from Florida, thank you for sharing your story. And by doing that, you are helping a lot of people. Thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight.